reduced lower than forecast 1.2%. The index at 74.8, 74.8. Noting a prior revision to funding himself change, revised up to 4.2% from 4%.
Back to super grindy action. It's crazy. The most relentless market in history.
You have posted the pending himself change report for September on the feed for those interested.
Initial balance comes at 10:30, my friend. It's the first hour of trading. Well, the developing one would be in your settings. You have to adjust your settings to see. No, there's no developing initial balance in the toolkit. We don't use developing. No, it does not usually start showing. That's not true. Not with our toolkit, it does not. Or my indicator, my free one. Neither of them show developing. Well, I was green 300, red 300, green 300. We're having a good time here today. Cutting my losers, just kind of, doing our thing here. Good morning from Oahu. Good morning, Ghost Trader. Good morning. Bigger pullback here. That would be nice. Back to the band. Are they going to buy it up aggressively? All right, back to the LVN. Value or high, back to value we go. Back to value we go. And stop run all of the late longs, guys. No trend here. No trend here. Nice, AJ. Well done, sir. Bet things are beautiful in Oahu. All right, do we look for the back test? We might not even get it. This thing goes straight down. Straight down to Hades we go. 0, Corey. We're going to 0. NQ0. I'm calling it now. COVID lows. There was a guy in the Discord. He's not with us anymore, but he was convinced in the last like little pullback we had in the market that we were on our way to COVID lows. He said he saw some YouTube videos about it, and he knows it's here. We're going to COVID lows. Literally 2 weeks later, we're ripping through all-time highs. He did his research. He saw some videos. Convinced. COVID lows. I remember when people were talking about COVID lows in 2022. We never got there yet then either. And we sold off for freaking 8 months straight. And we still didn't get to COVID lows. All right, here's a back test. I like it short. Took the short. Nice. So that was the return to value. Back test short. Be right back.
US Treasury issues a license for Rosneft German arm.
Okay, point of control. Point of control here. We're still, Delta is still at a higher low spot. Wonder if they stop this thing from falling. We are due a pullback, guys. So, don't be surprised at some red. We've been waiting for it for days. Just grinding away here. Corey, we had an announcement about the toolkit like on Friday. Okay. You mean you don't have one in your invite scripts? The substitute. Okay. Well, it should be up. We're hoping it's back up fully tomorrow. So or tomorrow or Friday the latest. So hopefully that's all rectified. Very frustrating situation. Looking to short any bounces, guys. Tape has changed. Unless they try and squeeze out the shorts, make it extra difficult for everybody. Be careful up here. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if we got another big push up at this point. So we got some buyers stepping in here. We put in a lower high on the delta. I mean, a higher low on the delta. So it's not very convincing yet. I think they're going to trap longs. They're going to continue to try and let's see. There we go. Nice little short there again. Fade value or extremes. That's twice. We got that trade. Nice. Beautiful. What pair is this? This is not a pair. This is futures. This is not Forex. This is the NQ futures contract. We don't trade Forex here. We trade instruments that actually have retail edge to them. Oh boy. What are buyers going to do here? Buyers back in. They have the mojo to bring this thing back up. All-time highs. Ooh, dog. Another good rejection at the same spot, guys. Who's trading it? Yes, the initial balance has not been set yet, and I am trading. Correct. I don't just trade the initial balance. This is the VWAP Wave System, so we have setups outside of the initial balance. It's one of several tools we use. Good call, AJ. What's up, Ramiro? Man, that was another nice rejection right there. You think we still get it? Do we get more? Delta looks weak. Come on now. A little lower. A little lower. Oh man, not a good short. They keep materializing. Do you get some buyers step in here? But I don't think it's significant.
Start now as the bottom of the hour. Get the EIA weekly inventories numbers. Crude oil inventories forecast for the draw of 0.899 million, on the prior draw of 0.961 million. The range sees a build of 2.5 million to a draw of 3.587 million. Gasoline inventories forecast for the draw of 2.0
Right to my order.
prior draw of 2.147 million. Distillate inventories forecast for draw of 1.853 million and the prior draw of 1.479 million. And crude Cushing inventories, the prior with a draw of 0.77 million. Keep in mind last night's US API crude oil stock change showed a deeper than expected draw of 4 million on estimates of 2.9 million.
Back up here it goes. What do you think? Another move or another rejection? Now, what I worry about here is that they grind it now. It's kind of that time in the morning. Grind it out of here. So far, a little bit of a rejection. But the problem is if they keep buying it up here, right, they can push it out. We'll see. Because now a lot of the volatility is drying up, right? The volatility of the morning is kind of gone. Certainly would be, Chuck. Par for the week. There it goes. Rejection. Now let's see if they buy it up quickly or it continues to pull back. There it goes. There it goes. Boom. Beautiful. Well, that's it for me in this account, guys. Not a bad morning. 50 minutes, $1,500. You saw it live right here. Tim, I'm trying. I'm trying to tell you how I do it in every way I possibly can. I'm going to be talking a lot about the pressure we put on ourselves to get payouts and results and how that has the opposite effect on our trading. And when we just trade the process and the system, that's when things tend to work a lot better. Awesome, Ignacio.
In 5 minutes time now at the bottom of the hour to see the recent EIA inventories numbers. Crude oil inventories forecasted to draw of 0.899 million, prior draw of 0.961 million. The range sees a build of 2.5 million to a draw of 3.587 million. Gasoline inventories forecasted to draw 2.05 million and prior draw of 2.147 million. Distillate inventories forecast to draw of 1.853 million and prior draw of 1.479 million, and crude Cushing inventories the prior was a draw of 0 prior to last night.
I hope there would be some kind of circle or some type of shape to learn this. Triangle even. Well, Jens, the good news is this is all recorded and you can go back and watch trade by trade. Had all of my positions up the entire time. And you can go back and watch it. I post every live trading session for premium members in the Discord. And you can rewatch. That is correct, Javier. Those are the locations. And as a scalper, I look to grab that reaction for sometimes 5 points, 10 points, 15, 20. On a good day, I'll catch a 30-point trade. That's about it. And then I look for the next one. And since we have so many setups, there's a lot of opportunities to take those trades. It's an excellent system for day traders. It's an excellent system for somebody who doesn't want to sit in front of the computer all day. If you want to trade for a couple hours, you can make your profits, close it down, and go enjoy the rest of your day. I'll be right back, guys. I have to make a quick phone call, so I'll be like 2 minutes. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back.
Strength in WTI crude here following that deeper than expected storage draw in crude inventories.
Sorry to hear it, Halex. You're not the first one to blow a combine in the last couple of days. Try to reset. Take yourself a little break. Evaluate, journal what went wrong, and come back stronger when you're ready. So we're going to look at kittens today. We're going to get 2 kittens. I do still blow accounts, Beeb. I blew one, I don't know, when was that? 2 weeks ago? I don't even remember. But yes, I still blow accounts, Biba. With prop firms, I don't think it's ever escapable because, the risk management's pretty tight and the way I trade, I do push the envelope a little bit with some size. So a bad day will take me out. But I put a lot of time between me and the bad days. So I'm still able to get a lot of payouts and get a lot of nice consistency, but it still happens and it sucks. The worst is when I blow an account right before a payout or I have a payout already sitting in there ready to be taken and I blow it. But it happens. It certainly happens. I know a lot of good traders that still blow accounts, guys. These guys make a lot of money and they still blow accounts. So now cash account, that's a very different story. You don't want to be blowing cash accounts. Very different approach. I only copy accounts natively, Biba. So if I have like several top steps, I'll copy them right internally with the copier in Project X. Works really, really well. If I'm trading 5 accounts at the end of the session, they all have exactly the same P&L. I don't copy trade across prop firms. It is the time spent that would hurt. You could spend weeks building up. I'm actually on a pretty good run with an Apex account. I just took a 2K payout on that yesterday. I'm on day 35 trading that account. 4 payout requests. Of course, not all of them were approved, but was able to request 4 times. I do, Mike. Gold. Yes. So with Apex, you're not allowed to have a trade go less than 30% of your profits. And literally, I had one trade during 8 trading days that went a little over that 30% threshold, and they denied it. What's interesting, while that's a really a pain in the ass rule, it really cleans up my trading when I'm trading Apex accounts because I know if I let a trade go that far red, I'm not getting paid. So I'm much more inclined to cut a loser in that Apex account. And because of it, I'm having some really nice longevity with it. Because my biggest problem, guys, as many of you know who've known for a while, I give my trades some room to work. And if I'm doing really well, or I misread, or I get stubborn, I can hold on a loser too long. That's always my kryptonite. Something I'm always working on. Something I'm always battling. When do I get out? I was good about it today. Took a couple big loser. Took a $600 loser on stream today, and I still managed to do $1,500. Yeah, Mushi, you got to do. I have about $4,700 in profits in that Apex account, and it's a 50K. I wouldn't trade a correlation between gold and stock indexes right now. Gold has really pulled away and done some very, gold can have a 1, 2, 3, 4% day where NQ or ES is only doing a quarter or half of a percent. So I wouldn't trade a correlation between NQ and gold. I do treat them the same in terms of how the system works, but I'm not looking at a correlation. Oh, silver and gold correlation. I mean, no, doesn't really matter with our system. If you have another system that uses it, then go for it. Gold has gone up exponentially where silver has not. So let's look at it, right? So this is, let's look at a daily chart on gold. Okay, here's gold, daily chart. Let's add silver. Okay, so sometimes yes, sometimes no. Blue is silver, black is gold. I don't know, that's a correlation I would want to trade together. Now let's look at ES and NQ. So I guess the question begs to be asked, right? So, okay, gold and silver are highly correlated. So how does that affect our trading? Or is this just like a nuanceical random, okay, they're correlated. What difference does it make, I guess? I know future silver is super illiquid. All right, let's see what we get next. We got some trading to do. Move over to this account now. Rejected. Still holding this channel though, guys, right? So for my IC people, right, we talked about price action, right? We still got this channel forming. Nice, JP. Congratulations. That's exciting. A few. That's always a nice situation to be in, right? Options. So, if I'm looking for a fade value or extreme and I'm seeing an ascending price channel, I'm not going to put my profit target down here. I'm going to put it higher because we're making higher lows as price continues, right? We're kind of starting to trend up after this low down here at VWAP. We've never came back down to VWAP. You guys see that? Now we could still reverse and we could break this channel and we could start maybe form more of a horizontal pattern, but
Governor Maxwell now in the press conference. So its monetary policy is providing some
okay, it's coming back down. Let's see if it finds support here at the 80s, low 80s. If not, point of control, then VWAP. Okay, point of control. Is there news? No, I don't think so. Back to that point of control at 75. And this climax candle VWAP. See if we get more downside here. Looks like we're getting some momentum to pick up and see if we test the other side of value. Buyer stepped in there. Value area low. So this could be a little bounce before we go lower. We'll see. So we're still kind of trading in this distribution, right? Excess, excess, right? Coming down to VWAP right here.
Maxim says the job is never done. I see elevated uncertainty.
Yep. All right, Top Step gave me another XFA here. That's got to activate that. I'll activate that for tomorrow. Okay. I don't love this Madonna spot, but to the downside, ES is value as that lower band right here. So this could be a good long. Actually, right here. See what it does. Everybody's looking for big continuation moves, and we might not get them, guys. The real move is to keep trading right here in this distribution, especially pre-FOMC. Long at 73. Nice. Beauty. Just another beauty. So 55, yeah, I mean, 55 is interesting for the Madonna.
Bank of Canada senior
If we get there.
Says the Canadian dollar is still playing its shock absorber role.
Oh, again, it's 70 3/4.
Just as the Canadian dollar is behaving usually does and how it is meant to.
Back above a VWAP here. It's holding. Cut it. Look to get in position lower. All right, cut. I'll get back in. Long at 62 3/4. Scratch. Whoa. Bloody. Right through it. Blood in the street. Long at 52 1/4. Back above IB here.
Bank of Canada's Governor Macklem says consumption is underpinning economic growth.
Not a lot of buyers. I'm going to cover this one. Here it goes. Hot dog. Lower band. There was lower bands down here, 37. Yeah, that was a beauty of a long. That was just a flush. All the longs. I'm back in long at 73 here. Here we go, 83. Let's go. Come on, keep going.
Bank of Canada's Governor Macklem says we expect the pace
Keep
of
going.
consumption growth to moderate.
Back to point of control here. Going all the way back down. Just a giant squeeze. Long at 70. There we go. Reclaim. Back test. VWAP. Wondering if that's the bounce before we go lower. Could have been it. Where's IB? 55. See if we could hold this value area low. Still long at 70. Back below VWAP. Now we're chopping around VWAP. This is not a good sign for us. There we go. Come on, keep it going. Keep this party going. Let's go back up to that value area high. Nice. Scratched out. All right, Tony, have a good day. Yep. Yep. 252. Yep. That would be fade value area extreme long from the IB low. Exactly. And we had some structure below it, kind of a wide zone. I got stopped out, then got back in. I think. Hold on. I don't know what happened there. Shorted 69.75.
Outlook would not just be 1 month of data.
I don't know. Our buyer is going to drive it out of this hole. I don't know. Here it goes. Back down to IB low. I don't know. 55. Yes, sir. There it is. Scalping this VWAP action here. Looks like a fade. Yeah, it's getting kind of tricky here. I'm out. I'll be right back.
Markets, the dollar paired gains now flat on the section. on the session here according to the Dixie. Bank of Canada's Senior Deputy Governor Rogers confirms that the bank is resuming treasury bill purchases in the fourth quarter. Bank of Canada's Governor Macklem says equity valuations by many metrics look stretched.
Okay. We're just fleshing out the rest of this distribution, right? We can't get by the point of control. We go to the recent side of value. I mean, this is balanced trading at its finest right here, guys. Right, value area. Let's do this real quick. Value area high, value area low. All right. If we get rejected, back to the point of control. If we can't get by the point of control, recent side of value. All right, can't escape. Back to point of control. Get by the point of control. Other side of value. Can't get by point of control. This is textbook balanced trading concepts right here. Textbook. Back test, initial balance low, back to it. Bounces at IB low again. Imagine that. So a little low volume node here at 62. Back to VWAP. Oh boy. What's gold doing? Back out 423. Oh. Oil's going. Got a nice move up going. Thank you. Back to VWAP.
Bank of Canada's Governor Macklin says we could get 2 negative quarters, but that's not our forecast.
Sure feels like it wants to break. At least take out this low. The fact that it's making the lower highs, right? We talk about descending triangle. Certainly not buying this again.
The press conference with Bank of Canada's Governor Macklin has now ended.
Will it crack? Will it crack? Yes. Here goes. Beauteous. Covered there at 44. At 20 points there. Yeah, you can catch little bounces. Just don't get too greedy because the delta is pretty negative now. We're about to go 0 on the delta. So sellers are starting to take over the helm here. There's been a significant tape change. Nice, David. I like it. Russell. To the moon on Russell. Dow's still climbing higher. There it goes. So we talked about this cracking. Why did it look like it was going to crack? Descending triangle. Sure feels bearish to me, David. We're now trading below the IB low. We got to break this value area low on the VWAP deviation. I think we got lower in us. The delta is certainly bearish at this point. We're about to clear out every long who has bought since this market opened. Nice bounce there, back above IB low. Couldn't break. Buyers stepped in. Now, is this just another bounce on the way down? So far, that's what everything has been, right? These haven't been reversals. They have been little bounces on the way down. But, you know, if we reclaim one of these key levels, especially if we break point of control, I would then think we might get back up to 300. Couple of announcements. The toolkit should be back up live again on Thursday, hopefully Friday the latest is what we're anticipating. We have Futures Boot Camp coming up in May. I'll be speaking at this event. There I am right there. Chris Drysdale. This will be May in Tampa. I think there's about 60 tickets left on this. So don't wait too long because this is most definitely going to sell out. For sure. Thanks, Bruce. Thanks for joining us. There goes another little bounce on the way down so far. That's what it's showing us. All right, I wasn't convinced. That was a reversal. Buyers stepped in. They got flushed. They're about to get really flushed. Low volume bounces here. Still looks like a good short opportunity. Not making it easier. A lot of buyers keep stepping in here. Shorted 49 and a quarter. Still not convinced that this is a reversal. Still feels like lower on the delta. Sellers are hammering. Scalping is excellent today. It's perfect scalping conditions. Very clean reads. Okay, back to IB low here. Back above it. Buyers step back in. Now we can get a short squeeze. Buyers are not making it easy on shorts. You're trying to catch this move. Yeah, I don't suggest anybody trade FOMC. That's craziness. Very thin order book. Stopped out of that short. You're good. Good job, Roadrunner. I'm going to wrap up here in a couple of minutes myself. Guys, any questions before we wrap up the stream today? Tomorrow we have group coaching, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the premium Discord. We'll have the pre-Asia trading stream tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. That will be on YouTube and in Discord. If you're planning on attending the Futures Bootcamp in May, please grab your ticket sooner than later. Tickets have been going fast on that. The early bird, I think there's like 40 tickets sold out of 90. So thanks, Lewis. Good day, man. Let's do a little trader check-in for anybody who's still here. We still have about 90 people in the room here. How did we trade today? Green, red? Do we follow the plan? Make mistakes? What happened? I stream live on YouTube every single day. Oahu. Green, small size, following the plan. Awesome, Tony. Tim is green. Javier was down 600, back at break even. Decent green, key level scalps. Beautiful. It was a good day for it. Norm's killing it. Jake, green, 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 massive red. What happened there? Nice, Geo. No losses. Excellent, sir. Bill, small green. Sunny's green. Don't ruin it, guys. Great day today. One can of Valen, small green. Oh, did I just turn my mic off? Logger said, I said green, green, green. Roadrunner wants to do a giveaway. All right. How about this? You guys all head over to the YouTube channel. Everybody gives it a like. And if we get over 50 likes, I'll do a giveaway. How about that? 50 likes on YouTube. We'll do a giveaway. Head on over. Give it a like, give it a comment. Nice, Submit. Pagan, good job. We always use previous sessions IB as key levels, usually up until we have a new IB. More's in. All right. Let's see what we got, guys. I'm going to close down this. No more trading for me today. How many likes we got? Oh, 54. That'll do the trick. All right, let's do that giveaway. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right, the way this is going to work. Most of you are familiar, but I need to go over the rules just for those people that are not as familiar. I'm going to say a word, and you're going to put that word in the chat. The word is not word. Bird is not the word. You don't have to spam the chat when I tell you what the word is. One time will do. And today's word is going to be JPOW, because JPOW is going to drop some rates on us today. JPOW is the word. JPOW. JPOW in the chat. That will enter you to win. Today we're going to do an Apex Trader Funding account. Any size that you'd like. JPOW. Could very well be as this last FOMC. I can't believe this guy is still putting up with all the stuff going on. All right. JPOW, put it in the chat. We're going to stop it. We're going to do the drawing in about 1 minute. So get it in the chat. All right. 30 seconds is your last shot. Get it in the chat. JPOW. JPOW in the chat. All right. That's it, guys. Doors are closed. Here we go. Can I get a drum roll? Can I get a drum roll, please? Drum roll, please. Brrr. I got to make that list. Oh, look who the winner is. Somebody who is just complaining about never winning. The winner today is Chuck. Congratulations, Chuck. You are the winner of a new Apex Trader Funding account. Congratulations, sir. I'm happy you won. Congratulations. How many trades did I take today? I took a lot of trades today. Let's take a look. How many trades did I? Oh, actually, they just turned that combine into an XFA. I probably took like at least 10 to 15 scalps today, at least. But you have to realize, lady trades, my trades don't usually last more than 2.5 minutes on average. So I'm able to take a lot of trades in a short period of time, and I do quite well. You can review this video. I did the whole thing live with my positions shown right on screen, PNL and everything. And you can review how that was done. All right. Thanks, Sonny. Congrats, everybody. Hey, I got 2 payouts on that Apex account, guys. I've made about 4K on my Apex account in the last month. So if you guys don't like money, that's fine. But my Apex account's been paying. In fact, the stricter rules might cause you to be a little tighter with your risk management. Not the worst thing in the world. Good to have you back, Logger. Chuck, I'll send you a message with your new Apex account code. All right, guys. 11:30. I'm going to look at kittens a little later today. Wish me luck. For those of you that don't know, my cat just passed away. It was devastating. I love that cat. And having an empty house has not been easy. So trying to fill it back up. All right, guys, have a wonderful day. If you're going to keep on trading, head on over to the premium channels. You can trade NQ, Gold, ES, or just head into the trading lounge. Share your screens, share your mics, collaborate with your other VWAP Wave System traders. There's a lot to learn in there, guys. The learning doesn't have to end, and you don't have to keep on trading. You could just watch and look and monitor the market together, guys. If you have time, you can practice, use a simulator. Okay, you don't always have to live trade. All right, there's a lot of practice that's very useful in trading. I encourage you to do it. For those of you that are going to continue trading, please manage your risk and stay sharp. Mental fatigue is real. You can only make good decisions for such a long period of time. So make sure that you're managing your mental capital, which is a finite resource, efficiently. Have a wonderful day, guys. I'll see everybody tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the premium Discord. And those of you on YouTube will have the delayed stream starting around 10. Have a great day, everybody.